Welcome to Elsie's World. My name is Michael Elsie, and while the Million Mile Lexus is sitting in primer for a few days, I have an idea because my friend reached out to me who's been watching along and said he has the perfect project for me that needs a lot of work. So that's why I'm here in Trussville, Alabama at Narrow Path Automotive. But all I see is a lot of really nice Toyotas. I don't see anything that needs a lot of work. Since I cannot touch the Lexus while the primer is curing and I have an empty shop, I have to keep some money coming in because these bills keep on coming. So I am on the search for a nice, quick, money-making project. Yo, what's up, dude? How are you, sir?
Doing good.
All right, we got Rome mic'd up. So you've been watching the Million Mile Lexus, and you said you have a project for me. Is it out back? Because I don't see anything here.
No, it is actually out front. It's a vehicle that I bought a couple of years ago for myself, and I was going to get it roadworthy and all this stuff, and like I've put over $20,000 in this thing. So,
what?
Yeah.
All right. So hang on. Before we go any further, I don't know if I have enough money.
With this, I was like, this is not something that I feel comfortable really.
I love this
selling.
color. Yeah, I mean, I hate, this is the worst color of a third gen. I'll give you less than whatever. All right, so what's wrong with it?
So when you're driving down the road, you'll just be driving and it kind of starts swaying. And I've replaced all the front end parts, CV axle, shock, struts. I mean, I've replaced all the things that people have recommended. I've taken it to about 5 shops and everybody recommends these things. I buy it and it still drives the same. They said that it needed shocks, so I went through 3 pairs of shocks on it, and it still rode the same. So finally, I took it to our mutual friend Boozer, and he said it needs a whole new frame, and which is crazy.
Oh.
Yeah.
Oh, so we have a little hidden secret here with this 4Runner. It needs a new frame.
It needs a new frame.
That's it? That's the only problem?
That's the only problem. And
Oh
who wants to replace a frame?
Got to introduce you to a buddy of mine.
There's no rust in this.
No, Texas his whole life.
So
that's what sucks. I bought a rust-free frame, and now it needs a frame replacement. So
I don't even have a lift in my shop, but I want this thing, and I can put a new frame in it. I'll figure that out. Let's just have a look at this. First off, it is a 4-wheel drive. Is it a triple lock?
It is not. No, so they did not make the triple locks in these. This one has the center diff lock, and it has the 4 high, 4 low.
Okay, great.
And stuff. All that works. Everything on it works.
Really? Let's just have a peek. Okay, so yeah, that frame is really clean, but it's bent.
Yes. I can't sell this to somebody. Like, I go through all my vehicles. I put thousands of dollars of reconditioning into these cars, and when he said it needs a new frame, I can't afford that. I've already got over $20,000.
So the frame is super clean, but it needs to be replaced. But the good news is the rest of the body looks fantastic. It does have the roll down back window on these, right?
Yes.
We got the tow hitch, sunroof. Is this a limited? It's a gold badge.
It's a gold badge.
That's his sign.
Yeah, and
oh, it's clean. All right, so I really like this thing, but how much are we talking? Normally, I know these have gone up like everything in the past 3-4 years.
Yes.
What would you normally sell this for?
Had a decent bit of interest in it. I had like a $15,000 offer, 3 $14,000 offers on it, and I was like, I can't. I told him I can't sell it. I was like, it's not driving right. I wouldn't want to spend that much money on something that is swaying.
So normally, you would sell this for like $15,000.
Oh, it would, if it ran right, I think it could be on like Bring a Trailer or something, or Cars and Bids or something like that. Because I mean, the low miles, 4-wheel drive.
And it's a good spec with the leather and all.
It's got
it's a horrible spec. I mean, it's not worth much. No. See, poker face. AC, everything works. So
yeah, it's...
Whoa, the keyless entry works.
Yeah.
Okay,
I'm telling you, I bought this for myself.
All right,
look at that leather seat.
Fire it up.
Moment of truth.
I know, watch the battery be dead. Oh yeah,
not a single light on the dash.
What are you thinking price-wise on this?
Given the condition, knowing that the frame is bent, I hate even saying I'd take $6 grand.
$6 grand.
Yeah, that's lower than I want to go, but that's half of what I bought it for, and I've got over 20 grand in it now.
You can find frames for these, right? Have you looked?
Yep.
I've seen them on Marketplace every now and then getting parted out. We'll go inside and see if we can find one. How about this? If I can find a frame for like $1,500 or less, I'll buy it.
Sounds good to me.
All right. Let's go see, because I don't want to commit and not be able to find a new frame. So we're gonna go into the air conditioning and see what we can find. But that sounds like a solid deal to me. I really appreciate that.
That's a deal of the century.
I mean, this is literally the perfect project for me.
Let me show you what all I've done.
All right. There's a list.
I made a list for you of all the stuff that I've done. And it's a 2002. The reason I wanted it, third gens are very desirable. Everybody wants them.
Oh my God, you even
got the 4Runner on the wall.
You're a true Toyota man.
Oh, I love it. That's all I've got. This is my sister's Acura. That's the only reason it's here. But yeah, it's only got 137,000 miles, which is nothing. When you buy these, you got to worry about coming from like the Rust Belt.
You've spent some money on this thing.
Yes, I wanted it to be like the day it rolled off the showroom floor. So I did all the service you could imagine on it. And then I kept on driving it, and I was like, this thing is not driving well at all. So I figured I'd call you up. So there's several frames here. Odenville,
That's right down the road.
15 minutes. So this is an 01 4Runner parts. They've got all these different things. It's worth reaching out to him to see if he's...
It was listed 13 weeks ago. We're going to try to get in touch with him because... if he answers, can I go get that and just leave that one here? Because I have my trailer, so it might be a good thing I brought the trailer.
Yeah, and it drives.
Oh my God, that's the best. So it appears we found a frame, so I'm gonna get this man paid and go pick this frame up. Huge thanks to my friend Rome at Narrow Path Automotive for making me a great deal on my next flip project. If you are looking for a Toyota, make sure you check them out. I will have a link in the description. All right, so I got in touch with the guy with the frame and he said, come get it. We just have to load it up and it still has a body on it. 500 bucks. Whoo! This one's good. We're gonna try to load this thing up. It is hot. All right, we're gonna try to pull it out and roll it on my trailer. We got it up most of the way, and I'm gonna get the rest with come along because my winch does not work. We got a Chinook coming in. Help me out. It's locked in. We did it. In one trip, I bought a 4Runner and all the parts to fix it. In one huge trip. And it's all kind of locally within an hour from me. It worked. How about that? Just so it doesn't go too far and ram my toolbox. Nice.
Smarter, not harder.
Smarter, not harder. All right, we got the 4Runner in here. I'm gonna start taking this thing apart. It has been squeezed. The lemon has been squeezed very hard and there's already not much left. But if you know me, I know we can squeeze it a little bit more and get a few more parts off this thing. I'm gonna pull some parts off that I can resell to recoup some money, because yeah, I need some money. We mainly have to get this body off this frame, so the more parts we pull off, the more weight on the body, because I don't have a lift in here and I'm not quite sure how I'm gonna get the body off, but I have a few ideas, and some of my friends are kind of jacked. Hey man, how much can you lift?
I'm done lifting.
Thou who breaks the first sweat in the shop shall pull the first 4Runner body off.
Not with a hoodie on.
I now begin the process of removing absolutely every part I can and immediately start listing parts for sale online to help recoup some money I spent on this donor body. I then remove the 10 14mm nuts that hold the body mounts on and connect it to the body. Now I believe that's literally all that's holding the body onto the frame at this moment, so just to be sure, I go ahead and jack up the body to make sure I didn't miss any other bolts or brake lines. So there's not much left on this 4Runner. We're going to use it to fix the nice 4Runner. But there's still some good parts here, and you know me, I don't like to be wasteful. I like to recycle, so there are a few parts that are very needed on this thing for other people, such as this front core support, which is in beautiful condition, and these quarter panels. We're about to get very creative here with getting this body off. Let's begin. It's time to cut off this front core support so it can be sold off to someone who needs it. And then after that, we're gonna remove all the seats, carpet, roof rack, and start getting this body ready to section out piece by piece. Check out what people do to cars. Yeah, someone must have put a fuel pump in this before and they did not want to drop the fuel tank, so they structurally destroyed this 4Runner. Whoa. There are like chestnuts falling all over this thing, like they're everywhere. Speaking of which, what did the chestnut say to the doctor? He said, actually, I don't know where I was going with that one, sorry. This windshield is actually really good. There's no cracks or heavy damage on it, so I'm gonna try to cut it out with just a razor blade. I don't know if this is gonna work, but let's give it a shot. Like the famous Chuck Norris and his paperclip, I go on a special mission. Just one man, a razor blade, armed with cut-proof gloves, and a lot of patience. I jump on this windshield like a June bug on the highway. Well guys, it's actually working and it's almost out. But we got a crack. That sucks. It's so close to being out. No! You can't win them all. It's like right there. We'll just have to finish cutting the bottom. I'm gonna try to lift this body off this frame with an engine hoist. Frame looks really good so far. I don't see any rust. Just all really light surface stuff, which is not a big deal. A lot of these have holes in them because they're rotted out. But this is looking really good. Similar to cutting up a tree, I need to have the body resting on a pivot point, so as I make my cuts, the body will separate from itself and not tighten itself up where I am cutting, because that will destroy these expensive Sawzall blades. Once I get it in a position, I'm gonna do what the band Saliva once said. Cut my Toyota into pieces. This is its last resort. This is chaos. Victory! The body's off. We got a good frame here. Got the body off with no lift, just an engine hoist. And now I can load this up way easier and finish parting out these chunks of the body to resell. But for now, we got a clean, solid frame and it's straight, unlike our other one. What a victory. I even had to let the air out of the tires to lower down the front. We'll put this frame on the beautiful 4Runner. Speaking of which, I still need to go pick it up. Let's go check it out. All right, I'm on my way home with the 4Runner and it drives amazing. The steering feels great. It's quiet in here. There's not any weird sounds or rattles, just the usual. I got the running boards back there. But, oh man, when you hit a bump, it gets scary. The frame has to be bent somewhere where the steering is, because when you hit a bump, it sways all over the road. He was not kidding. It's kind of scary. Oh, goodness. The front end is just fighting itself. When I was young, my dad had a 4Runner the same color, and my sisters and I all took our driver's license test in that car, so I had an immediate attachment to this 4Runner, and it brings back a lot of great memories. Alright, the package is secured. We got home. It was a little sketchy, but we made it. Man, every time I see these gold emblems now, I think of the LS400. He said the frame is bent by the steering rack. Oh, can you see how that's going down? That is not supposed to do that. Ah. Wow, that is supposed to be flat and that is bowed out so bad. Yeah, that's a big problem. It looks okay over here. Oh, wow. The steering rack is literally crooked. This is not good. Oh yeah, that thing's supposed to be flat. Where that circle is. That's a big problem. Look at those Bilsteins. It's got new axles. I see new tie rod end links. That looks like a new control arm. He spent some money on this 4Runner. I think my daughter is more happy about this than I am, if you can hear her screaming in the background. It is clean under here. I am all about this. This interior is so mint. It is so clean. So now that we bought this 4Runner and have a good donor frame ready to go under it, it's time to get back on the Lexus now that the primer should be cured by now, so we can start body work on that. So this will be coming up on my projects once the Lexus is complete. So make sure you stay tuned and subscribe, and I'll see you there.